Go, we're live, I think. I don't know.
Hello, everybody. How y'all
Right.
doing? This is Mike with Mid America. We got Keith over here from Coin Zone or Coin Crew, whatever you want to call him. He is one of them too, for sure. Go
I
ahead, Keith.
didn't even get a notification, man. That's messed up.
Oh, waiting
I'm
on
sitting
you,
here
sir.
waiting for a notification. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming here. We got 24 y'all in the chat so far. Thank you, thank you. We are going to talk about the silver price. Uncertain. I don't know. We're gonna cross some scenarios. Why it could go up. There's my notification. Why it could go down. What should or shouldn't be affecting the silver price. If you got questions, put 3 question marks in front of your question so I will be able to notice it quicker, because I'm always running behind in chat. And when I start running behind, I just look for question marks. If I do not happen to see you, we do have a lot of mods in here, so hopefully they can get your question answered if possible. Don't see any mods yet, but they'll be here, I'm sure, someday. So Mike, he's coming up to Michigan. That's what I heard.
Yes, I'm going to be in Michigan this coming up weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to tie up the last few strings of the big show that's happening in Lansing, Michigan.
And the other day, did you hear me call you when silver dipped to 63, saying I wanted 500 ounces of silver?
I did not get a call, sir.
I must have been dreaming when I called you.
Yeah, it must have been a dream. I'm sorry I missed that dream.
Yeah, it fell all the way to 63 overnight trading, and it's sitting at 73 now. It's like, this is just crazy. I mean, the price
gold, it hit a little over 4,000 in that and mixed up too.
So yeah, that's a big swing. I mean, gold fell to 306 or something like that.
It opened on the market at 43.06 this morning.
Believe it or not, it's 45.45 and 10 cents bid.
Well, wow, guys, I was telling Keith, I said, guys, if you want to buy on the up, just watch this show. We can guarantee it's going to go up during this show.
I don't know about guarantee, but a lot of times
we can pretty well guarantee. How's that?
Yeah. The way it's been lately, when we do Tuesday evening, gold, silver usually has an upswing. Occasionally it'll go down, but it goes in spurts throughout the year, or throughout the years with plural. Some days it'll be high on a certain day of the week every week for like a couple of months, and then it'll switch days. And you've seen that before, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I have.
And then other days it'd be at a certain low point. And once you figure the pattern out, it's usually good for a little bit. You just kind of swing into it and just, hey, this is a low point, and it's been low like this the past 4 weeks in a row. Let's go ahead and pick us up some silver and gold. So we got something from C-Bob.
Okay.
Right here. Thank you, C-Bob, for joining. I've been waiting for a week for you guys to come on here because this show's on. The metals go up. Yeah, it does seem like that lately. Yeah.
It did a good climb just a few minutes ago. I mean.
Oh, yeah, because when we first came up about 7:30, I seen it was in the 72 range. Now it's down a little bit to 72, 77, but it's still doing pretty good. It's doing great. Here we go. Timer distance. Keith and Mike, silver's up. Is 72 up, a staggering around 11 an ounce since last evening, 2 a.m. What do you think of all? Time or distance? That is kind of what we're talking about. I mean, with the price being uncertain, there's so many things happening to make it go down and make it go up. And it's not really acting like it has in the past before we had this surge starting back last October. Usually, in times of economic uncertainty, silver usually goes up, but we've got some economic uncertainty right now, and we got a war going on over in Iran, I think. Could be mistaken, but is that still going on?
Wars around the world going on right
Bunch of wars going on, but silver's actually kind of not holding its own. It usually, sometimes, but not always, will go in tandem, and then other times it'll go against the oil barrel price. So it's really hard to decide.
This week it seemed right. I mean,
yeah, it seemed like it.
I seen everything go red, and I'm thinking, what the heck? The stock markets are down, gold and silver's down.
And that's another thing. Usually when the stock market goes down, the metals go up, and it didn't happen this last week. But yeah, for those of you that are investing in the stock market, I think it still might be a little, if you know how to do it, it might be a good time with the recent pullbacks on that. Tom Burston says, what silver do you really like to buy? Tom Burston, the silver that, well, let's let Mike answer first, and then I'll answer.
Oh, you're doing fine. I'll let you go first.
I, believe it or not, love 90% silver. Maybe I'm crazy. The reason why I'm favoring 90% silver is it's still kind of on sale right now compared to other forms of silver. But it's the best way, the cheapest way to break down a 1 ounce silver. 14 dimes is 1 pure ounce of silver. I mean, just simple math. I just like it because I can break that ounce down. If I need a gallon of gas or something, I don't have to take a whole ounce if everybody starts doing trading instead of like if our green dollar, the greenback they call it, crashes. I don't have to worry about that because I have a whole bunch of dimes. I like the Mercs better than the Rosies, but I'll take the Rosies too.
Me, I'm going to tell you, mine's going to be a 90%, but a little bit different type of 90%. I've been having so much luck at shows and everything, walking up. What do you want for them silver dollars? I like to sell them back. I'll take them all. You know,
right?
There,
you want to sell silver dollars?
Hey, you know, I remember a day where you would be lucky if you could find a silver dollar at $5 over. And now I'm getting it back a spot like peace.
And that's really funny. I'll buy them silver dollars, like, you know, when people do that. And then I'll turn around and that's how come I slowed my whatnot shows down. I'll turn around and do it at Buck and Go and whatnot. And I won't even get what I paid. I'm like, no, we got to slow that stuff down. So we're down to like 1 show a month for now. Here's Yoke Fan. When selling at a set, does an LCS take into consideration key dates or just offer a blanket price covering number and condition? If it's a complete set, key dates should always be taken into effect, especially in the Lincoln set or even the Walker set. You got the 21 trio and the 38D. Those should all be taken into effect along with the condition. Is that not correct, Mike? Or
it is correct. It's just like when people bring me in, like I buy several sets a month of Eagles. And when they come in, I take consideration in that 86, that 94, that 96, and the 97. There's a few of them I pick in there, and I go, I'm going to give you more for these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm doing a Washington set, I'll add up all the coins, their average circ, and then I'll look at the 32 DNS, and I'll say, and now I'm going to add this much more to it for these 2 coins. That's how they should do it. Yeah. They should take into consideration all the coins and add a premium on for key dates. Now, a lot of you understand that in the Franklin half set, the 55 is a key date. But the problem there is the silver has passed the 55 key date coin. In that particular set, no, you won't. It won't get recognized. Here we go. Go Dragon 8. What's up, my friend? Do either of you sell the 1, 5, or 10 ADVP copper coins in your shops? I only sell them if they walk through the door. I do not order them. Do you sell 1, 5, or 10 ounce rounds copper?
I do not. Now, don't get me wrong. I have bought copper here just recently because it was all or none. You know, that's the way the people put it. They knew that I wasn't buying copper, but they put it in there and kind of forced my hand to buy it.
Thank you, J-Dog, for the $5 super chat, man. You rock, dude. Appreciate the super support. Guys, if you leave a super chat, it is greatly appreciated but not required, as well as maybe a thumbs up or even a share if you like our show. I noticed someone earlier just said this is one of their new favorite shows. Some of you guys are going to like this show. Some of you may not. We do touch on topics that you may not agree with, but hey, I'm just a guy, and he's just a guy named Mike.
I'm heading there to put my thumbs up before this guy said, hey, did you give your thumbs up?
I don't know. How are we doing on thumbs up? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm getting mine in right now.
You're getting yours in right now? Well, before you, there was 41 of them. Hey, a little less than half. Not bad. Not bad at all. But there are prices that, in most cases, a strong stock market usually makes the price go down. But we are definitely in uncertain times. There's no doubt about it. You can't really say what's going to do it, what's not. You have a lot of financial analysts that are sitting there studying them charts. And to some degree, they may be right 1 out of 10 times. But even they are getting it wrong in this economy, in this turmoil era of time, EAR era.
I'm looking at 51 thumbs up now.
There you
56
go.
just rolled.
Somebody's following the leader with you, buddy. You're like, Mike's doing it, I better do it too. Here we go, North Carolina Stacker. Any news on the refiners purchasing sterling again?
Guys,
What say
where
you,
you
Mike?
guys been at? What did I say last week? They're back in, man.
They're buying. We did say that last week. Some of them.
I was even buying sterling today. A couple of my customers come in. Well, I'm probably going to take this back. They put their scrap gold up there. I said, no, you put sterling up there too. I'm buying it now.
Now, let me state this real quick. Some of them are limiting the amount they buy, as some coin shops do, because they can only buy what they can sell or afford to hold on to. So some of the smaller refiners may not be buying as much as you would like. They may have a limit, but some refiners are unlimited. So it just depends on who you're talking to. Like with me right now, I'm still at I can sell it, I can buy it. I can't keep buying if I can't sell. I'm still at that stage, but I've never stopped buying.
We're buying as much as you want to bring in the door.
Every day I buy something, even if I don't sell. Got to make my money last, a couple months or something, just in case I never sell nothing.
Well, I get too much of it. I just send it off to founder company because my founder company will take as much as I want to send them.
Yeah, and I noticed a comment on that video last week. Foundries are buying again, refiners are buying again. Last week's chat, we had touched base on this, and someone had left a comment. Well, some of them had a 100-ounce limit, and that's why I wanted to touch base with that. Some of them are unlimited, but as Mike just said, his no limit. It just depends on who you're talking to, who you're dealing with. Okay, here we go. Mike's Yote fan says, do you know when the 2026 dime rolls and bags are coming out? Oh, dudes, we finally got one. Mike, are they coming out anytime?
They are.
The dime's already out. Halves are out.
Hey, guys, if you ain't doing nothing, come in the middle of April to Dalton. They're going to probably have their dime machine out there, dime per dime. At the U.S. Mint's going to be there. So we're going to be in Dalton, Georgia together, the U.S. Mint and I, and we're going to have the dimes and the quarters there. But, guys, I do have dimes coming. I will let you know more, or Keith will let you know more.
Yeah,
I haven't told him yet that I haven't told him yet that I probably won't be up next week, but now he knows. Anyway. Well, yeah, I'll be in Michigan, but then I'll be working my way back. So I probably ain't going to make the show. I'm taking my time back. I have my lovely wife with me. We're going to try to make a little small mini vacation thing out of it and enjoy ourselves. Well, my wife says I don't know what a vacation is, guys. So I'm trying to do what I can.
What's a vacation?
Huh?
What is a vacation?
I have no idea.
I think my last actual vacation where I didn't do any work at all.
Well, see, that's just it. I'm doing work going up, and I'm going to be taking my time going back.
The wife and I went to her aunt's wedding in Vegas. That has been so long ago that her wife has since got divorced from that guy. That's how long it's been since I.
Well, you mean her aunt
no vacation lasted longer than her marriage did. But that was
like his wife did not get divorced. He was talking about her aunt.
Yeah, her aunt got married and divorced since I've taken a vacation. Yeah. We take workcations where we'll go out a week and we'll take a couple days and do something. It's hard.
But no, we are actually going to take time this summer, my wife and I, and just break away from everything. Just not do no work, no business, no nothing. Just do what we want to do.
I think we're going to start doing that this summer. I think we're just going to. So we're going to be closed a little bit extra this year. We're going to take some vacation, straight up vacation. No work and nothing. Just close her down. I got it. I'm getting to that age. I'm almost 59. So
my wife and I have been together almost 30 years, and I still have not yet took a full week's vacation with her. So I think she is deserving it. I think I better do it if I want to keep married to her.
I think our 2001 Vegas vacation to her aunt's wedding was 5 days, if that. I don't know. I don't remember. It's so long ago. I don't remember. But no, we're gonna. I was talking to her today. We got to start doing stuff. But anyway, the nickels are not the nickels. The dimes and the halves.
I think we've been talking to our people, our salespeople over there, and I think they're going to be releasing me some dimes, quarters, and nickels because I requested all of them.
We did show a dime and a half that Prebes 21, I think it's her YouTube name, donated 2 dimes, one to Floyd, one to Angel, and a half I got off of Travis, also YouTuber and whatnot person. He brought that in. Yeah, we traded him for that for Angel, just so she could have a specimen. Here we go. Are the newer proof nickels worth keeping? Yes or no, Mike?
Nah.
He thinks not. I don't really do nickels too much.
But I'm going to tell you what I did notice, and guys, watch this real close. There is some guys that are taking the pennies and the nickels out of the sets, putting them back up on eBay, selling the rest of the silver sets and clad sets for more than what they were issued to them, and selling them. People are buying them.
Okay, let's try to catch up on the chat a little bit. I'm about 5 minutes or so behind. Keith, a few weeks ago, he knows it was a few weeks ago, but thank you and your wife for all the help. St. Jude's auction. You were great, auctioneer. Thank you. Thanks, Will B. I actually meant to hit this one here, but I did. Do you think Bitcoin money manipulators are now playing in the silver market? It's quite possible with, anything's possible there because our Bitcoin is down $60,000. It was what, 128, now it's like 70. So whatever that comes to, that's a lot, 58,000 or something. So that's a big difference. Liza Jane, which of the 2026 U.S. Mint releases would you recommend since we can't afford all of them due to the price? That was going to be my answer, all of them. Which ones do you recommend on the gold, silver, proofs, whatever, from the 26 Mint?
Well, I don't know what their status of what they can really afford, but if I had to pick one, I would truly wait until they release one of the brand new dedication to the Mint collection.
The semi-quincentennial Mercury dime, standing quarter, or half dollar.
Nope, they ain't done. They're also doing.
We got another one coming too.
Flowing hair.
Oh yeah, and the flowing hair. So
it's the best of the best. There's going to be 6 coins, and the 3 of them are the dime, quarter, and the half. 6 coins this year is going to be released out for the best of the best of what the U.S. Mint brought out in the past. Many years.
I know there's not a lot of room for a lot of people to afford all of them, but the popular coins are that most people in today's collection, they understand those 3. That's why I happen to mention those 3. I did remember once he said it, there are other ones. But if I had to choose, I would go right in order from size. Whichever one comes out first, try to get that. And if you don't get it, then try to get the next one. But if you get the first one, then you don't have to go with the other 2. I would get one of those 3.
But guys, I'm going to tell you, I got let down on what they are doing. I guess they heard you people speak. The best of the best. None of us bullion guys are going to get them all at once. None of us are going to get what we need to do. It goes out for the people first. It goes out to the people first. So people, if you don't want to get them, I'll buy them and I'll pay over.
Oh, a lot of the guys will pay over. I mean, I'm sure I would pay over, depending on how many I've got, of course. Here we go. Doug Shipley, Mike, will NGC be grading coins at Dalton? I have a couple I would like to have graded. That's something
I don't even know if NGC is going to Dalton.
I don't remember seeing them in Dalton last time.
They don't usually go to Dalton. Just because the U.S. Mint's going don't mean they're going to be there. But I tell you what I can do, even though I ain't going to be on the show, I will call Scott or one of them at NGC and find out for you guys if they're going and if they're going to be grading, and I will relay it back to Keith, and he can get with you guys and let you know.
Now you're not going to be on next week, and you're going to be traveling, right?
I'll be traveling. You're going to be doing the show. If that's okay with you.
So I'm going to be up here doing the show next week by myself. Maybe I can,
But I'll get the information for you. You'll have the information.
Maybe I can lasso in Mrs. Coin Crew and get some help. But yeah,
I know you
he's
won't
gonna
be
send
as cool as
information.
me, but that's okay, guys.
Miss Ida Herring is here. Wonderful, wonderful. U.S. Mint re-releasing the 26 proof Eagle, and congratulations at tomorrow 7:30 a.m. Ricky's House of Crap. They did do that for a while. I don't know if they're still doing that. I did check a few different times at 7:30 to see if stuff was re-released, and everything I checked on was not re-released. They could have actually ran out. So whether they're still doing that or not, I don't know. But it used to be 7:30 Eastern. Just to let you know, that's Eastern time. So if you're like on the West Coast, you got to get 3 hours early just to find it. Mutswat says, did you touch on the silver crash? A lot of that was to do with some remarks on the silver crash, remarks that our president made about that strait over near Iran. It starts with an S. I can't even think of the name of it. Sending in some ships and stuff. So, and then it recovered right away. It was just a short thing. So I don't know if I would call it a crash. I would just I would call it a stiff correction. Although a stiff correction down to 63 is pretty high. Mr. Edwards, a nickel melts for 8 cents, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Why do people hoard nickels like they do 82 pennies? Or why don't people? A nickel costs a lot more. When you talk about now, this may not be the right answer, but it costs what, 2.5, 3 cents to make a penny? Okay, 2.5, 3 to 3 times 5.
About 11.5 cents to make a nickel. And guess what? I'm glad he touched on that. Tomorrow I think I'll bring out my jugs of nickels at the shop because Mid-America has already started doing that. We've been holding
the penny, well, they've stopped minting them for circulation. They're still minting them for the mint sets and proof sets, as you can tell by their ballooned prices, so to speak. So
do you see people cutting them out now, though, and putting them back up on eBay without the penny and nickel in the set?
They needed the penny and nickel for their sets. But it's more profitable to stack cents than it is. Just if you talk about melt or cost of making the item, it's still cheaper to stack or it's more profitable to stack the penny. That's probably why. Okay, Coach's Magic, great question, and this is a slow answer too. Do you think the U.S. Mint will ever reduce their prices with the influx of silver prices?
Like I said, I will touch on that one for you. Okay. Guys, the U.S. Mint is just like an oil company. Do you know how oil companies work? They're fast to go up, slow to come down. This is the way all governments work. We're glad to raise it up. We're not so glad to lower it down. So we'll take our time, but we'll get there.
Yeah. They'll get it down someday. It took them forever when we had that $50 silver for them to bring them proof sets down from them silver proof sets. They were like $189 and finally get them back down to a reasonable price. Yeah, it's just crazy. So yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys seen the new price guys that the Red Book put out on? They made a magazine strictly for old gold.
There you go.
They sent me some samples.
Tom Burston says, Coin Crew, how much do they charge at shows? That would be more of a question for Mike, but I will give you my thought. Depending on if you want to go in just to visit it, some shows are free, some charge a cover of $10 or $15 as much as. But to set up, I don't know, like $60 up to $3,000 per table, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they can get expensive.
They can get expensive. It depends on the show you're going to. So you have to have the right.
I just spent over $4,000 set up at the ANA.
Well, a lot of times when you say any expense, sometimes that's the cost of the table and hotels. Sometimes it's not.
That was just my tables.
Okay. My last ANA show was somewhat close, and it was in I want to say 2015, and I paid about $3,000 or $4,000 for that, and it was just over in Chicago.
And I was
in the back of the room.
I'm going to tell you, my wife and we felt like we was the lone people over there at the resort that they had it at. We wasn't smart like the rest of the people to check out around town. Everybody stayed across the water. Heck of a lot cheaper. Wasn't getting nickel and dime by the resort. And so my wife and I, as we said, if we ever go down there to Savannah, Georgia again, we are staying across the water with the rest of the people. We're going to be smart. There was a ferry, I didn't know about that drives you back and forth for free across the water. All you have to do is catch it.
Well, guys, we have 176 people in here, and we have 100 people that did not hit the like button. So please, guys, if you enjoy the show, here we go. Yeah, Mike finally did it. C. Bob says, I need Mike next week to do the show there in Dalton. I need gold to go above 5,000 again. It only goes up when you guys do the live show. So, next week here, unless Mike can do that this week. So, yeah. Can you do it this week? I don't think you're going to do it this week. It's $45.41 is the price. So, yeah, not going to do it this week, I don't think. Here you go. Sterling Cannabis. Whole lot of question marks. Thank you, Sterling. Mike, you have any special things associated with the Michigan show? What do I need to save my pennies for?
Guys, it's too early for me to tell you what the U.S. Mint's going to be releasing. But Mid-America is going to be doing something special. They're at the show. We're not going to tell you. It's just going to happen.
Sterling says they have a bucket of nickels. Just don't spend that.
I'll take nickels.
Here you go. Cycle Silver. He says, I'm not going to do question marks. I'm just going to cap it. I'm going to yell it. Do you think the government will be investing in crypto to balance the debt? That would be kind of risky. I mean, the debt is 30.
Because what's going to back that crypto? What they need to do is back it by silver and gold like the rest of the countries.
Well, then it would just be a coin, not crypto. Crypto is just that. There's nothing behind it. Like it'll be an altcoin. Kind of like Australia. I don't know if they ever did it. They were trying to do altcoins where one coin was equal to the value of 1 gram of gold. But I don't know if they ever got that off the ground. That was years ago. North Carolina Stacker says 73.09, and I'm seeing 73.49. It's gone up since that he put that in there. Almond Zakan, Cam. I just want to thank you for your advice on metals. Hearing you talk about fractional gold, I finally came around and started buying 1/10, 1/4. Certainly easier to stack versus 1 ounce gold nowadays. And that's been my thoughts the whole time. Fractional gold is cheaper to buy. Yes, it costs you more money, but when it starts getting high like this or even higher, who's going to buy it from you? You're going to condense or shrink the available buyer pool. So, yeah, fractional's always been a better odds for me, even though it's just like right now. And Mike, you're the same way. Are you paying spot for gold, 1 ounce coins?
No.
Are you paying spot plus for fractional 10th ounce eagles?
We are.
There you go. And that's what happens. When it gets smaller, demand does play a huge part in buyback. And these swings, this uncertain silver price right now, I can kind of understand why some dealers have a buy it a little bit back, sell it a little bit over. Some of their prices are a little bit too far away. There's no doubt about it. But when you're talking $2 to $10 going up or down in one day, that's a lot. So you have to have some semblance there. So you have to do some kind of strategy to keep from losing too much. Just like last January, I should have closed my shop that very day as soon as it started dropping, but I didn't. I took the well over $10,000 hit from what I bought that morning and sold it back to everybody that day. But that's just a part of business. So you have to get some kind of semblance going down to try to be profitable. Here we go. He's not going to put question marks. He's just going to say questions. Thank you, typing a name. How much do you have to sell to make a $4,000 table worth it? Over $100,000. And then it still might not be worth it.
I learned this from an older gentleman. and I'll tell you who he was, the founder of Silvertown. Leon
Yeah.
told me this one day.
So
He told it what he said to me. If you cannot make 10 times what it costs you to produce a show, you can guarantee you made no money.
and then even at 10 times,
That ain't
that's not profit. You're still
no, that's not
losing
profit.
money.
You got to do 10 times. So if a show costs me $4,000 just for a table, you got to take into consideration gas, food, room. That particular show costed me almost $6,000 just to produce it. So I need to make at least 60. And guess what, guys?
That's breaking even, but not making money.
I made over $100,000, and I made very little money because you got to remember, what did it cost me for them coins? You know, and everything else.
And when you look at it from that perspective, when you only make 10 times the amount you pay for the show, you're still not making money because the replacement cost of the coins. What you're doing by hosting or setting up at a show is you're more or less turning your inventory into something else. Hopefully you can make money off that, because at only 10 times the rate of the show, you won't make money. You just maybe will make more sales.
But I will tell you guys this. And I like the A&A. If they ever put another show in Savannah, Georgia, this guy will not be there. Because in the end, I didn't make enough to justify the means. I lost a lot of business in the store because some of the guys said, well, I'll look elsewhere to buy the stuff because I couldn't be there.
Well, here's a thought from Sterling. Thank you for your insight. Sterling says he thinks the government's going to use Iranian oil to pay off the debt. I don't know about all that, my friend, but you never know.
Well, we're paying enough for it.
Gold maple, $460. Wow, what a deal. $460 is a deal.
Really
I
good
paid
deal.
more than that to the walk. Well, right now I'm paying more than that to the walk-ups. I think I've paid more than that to the walk-ups all because I've been closed when it hit down to that 43, so I don't know. I would have still been like 445, 450, and 4,300. What's behind the green screens? Trade secrets. Oh, okay. You want to see behind my green screen? Here, let me show you. Ready? Wait for it. Where do we get it? Oh. Camera. Oh. I don't know how to turn it on. That's terrible. I don't even know how to turn my green screen off. Okay, visual effects. Here we go. You ready? A green screen. That's it. That was it. That's what's behind my green screen. Nothing. Because mine's a wall back there. This is just hanging up on a wall. That's what's behind it. Nothing.
There you go. There you go.
That's what's behind his.
There you go. And there you go.
Or here I can fib and say, oh, this is what's behind mine. Or I can say this is behind mine. Yep. Or I can really trip you out and say, look at this. So yeah,
I've only loaded just a couple of mine. I need to load more stuff up on mine. But guys, there it is. The gold and silver just stacking up.
Burston says, Coin Crew, Goldbacks purchased or no? My position on that, if you want to purchase some for the novelty of it, great ideal. But if you're purchasing the stack, not a great ideal. That's my position on it. I am not against them, but I am not for them if you want to stack value.
That's
the premium is higher than buying grams.
That's all it is a novelty. And it's an overpriced novelty. So
here we go. Yeah. Samsung Apple says, what is the process of hedging your bullion and coin shop? Thank you. When I sell it, I try to buy it back at a lower price. That is how you hedge. Is that not correct? Am I not saying that right?
And it's like, sometimes I'll accidentally overhedge, and that's okay because sometimes if I know I'm taking a bunch of silver and stuff and I think it's going to sell at the show, I'll hedge it before I leave just to make sure I'm in them numbers. And that's okay. If I don't wind up selling it, guess what? I got extra silver and gold then.
Yeah, sometimes we'll buy them ahead of time just to try to
Keep it hedged out right.
keep ahead of it. I just realized I didn't put my regular screen back on. 4% makes sense to break even. Type in a name. In today's market, 4% won't break you even. It used to be when it was more stable, but it's like that one Friday, last Friday in January, it was 117 and dropped all the way down, and I'm selling the stuff for 90. The same day I'm buying it for 108. That was negative territory. So 4%, you got to get a little bit more than that because of the volatility.
Yes.
It is
too
crazy.
much just doing 4%.
Yeah. Wish 4%. I wish we could go back to those days because when it was 4%, because you know what? These guys working on 4%, I could match them. They're 4, maybe 3 or 5, depending on
I
how
worked
my
on
store
4 or less for many years.
I was on 5 or less for many years. Smaller shops got to make a little bit more profit, percentage-wise. Miss Coincrew says, my secret stash is behind that green screen. Sterling goes, Keith, is that a gold wall behind you? I can neither confirm nor deny it. Mike, I think I need a kilo of copper to put on my coffee table in Grove. You have inventory, says Joe. I can trade a bunch of old pennies, Joe. Or you can just melt down the pennies. Oh, no, you can't melt them down yet. That's right.
Yes, I do.
Canadian pennies.
Joel, come in and see me tomorrow. I got one for you.
You got a kilo of copper?
I do.
There you go. I buy them when people bring them in, but I don't go out and buy them from the distributors. They're just so expensive. I saw today that they come out with a 1/10 ounce rolled back. I think that means Goldback, probably. I don't know. Don't know what that is there, Sterling, what you're talking about, my friend. Here we go. Ty McFadden says, I bought the new Idaho quarter, half, and $1 Goldbacks today. Cool, my friend. It's good to, add it to your collection as a novelty or as a different piece, but I've got a couple half ones, but I don't.
I have none, and I refuse to have them in my shop.
Well, I picked some up for Floyd. Floyd wanted them, so I had to get them.
And that's okay.
If I sell a row of ASE's BU, what price range should I expect to sell for? Spot plus for Silver Eagle BUs, right?
Yeah, but no, there is some guys. Well, the thing is, the foundry companies are only paying. Some of them are paying 99%. Some of them are paying $1 over.
Yeah.
So it depends on who your LCS is. Now, Mid America is paying over the foundry companies for them.
What you have to remember about Silver Eagles is they cost a premium to get them. So if you're trying to sell it, if spot all of a sudden went up $10 in a half a day, you might not get that over spot. You might only get spot, but that is part of what is going to make the sell price for you, the buy-in of your Silver Eagle row, is how much has it moved. If it moved down substantially, you're definitely going to get over spot. So you have to take all that into consideration. But yeah, that's why I say at or over spot.
You should be getting over spot though for most of them.
Picked up an ASE for $75.65 today. Good deal, my friend.
Really good
on
deal.
the spot. Yeah. Oh,
really good deal.
Coach's magic tried to trick me with upside down question marks. Inside, if you could keep one coin that you previously sold, what would that coin be? Mine would be a Goldback dollar.
Mine would be a Carson City $20 gold piece I sold somebody in this panel.
That's not fair. He says, I sold to somebody in this panel. He's basically saying it's me. That's what he's saying.
I'm glad you can read between the lines. I'm shocked.
Well, there's nobody else in the panel, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in the panel. I could have been talking about myself.
You couldn't have sold it to yourself. You did just.
Hey, I've done it before. I'm going to tell you, I get paid myself in silver and gold. So, yeah, I could have sold
here you go. Taburston says, copper at Lowell's, good good to buy than melt. Yeah, that's an ideal because you can buy pure copper. Yeah, from a big what do they call them stores? Fix-it stores. What's that department store called? What's it?
Lowe's.
Home improvement stores. Yeah, they sell pure copper wire and pipe and stuff. I don't know. You want to look for the cheapest, but yeah, that's a good way to do it. Both of your opinion, most underrated silver, most overrated silver. Underrated, overrated silver. Underrated silver, in my opinion, is 90%. Overrated silver are, how can I say this without being offensive, but I'm going to do my best. Not top quality silver pours. Meaning someone pours. Now, there's a lot of great people in the community that make excellent pours. And they charge for them, and they're worth it. But then you have other people that don't make good qualities, and they charge that high price. Those are not worth it. So I would say a low-quality silver pour or for overrated and underrated would be 90%. What do you think?
I'm actually going to say I'm going to say that there's a company out there that has a patent for this, and you know who this company is. I won't say their names, but I am actually going to say the bills, the silver bills they make. There's one company that owns that patent, and they are way. When silver was only $20 an ounce, they were selling 1 ounce dollar bars for $99. That same bar today is almost $400.
Well, there is one other silver that I think is really, truly, undoubtedly overrated. The 2025 silver Libertad. Just that one Libertad. I think it's overrated. What do you think?
Well, wait, we haven't seen 2026 yet.
Well, as of this moment.
Yeah, I'm going to say it is ungodly. It ranks right up there with that bill that's being made.
Here we go. Our 2026 Silver Eagle's going to be low mintage. There's a good chance of it being lower mintage, but I don't know about low mintage. Low mintage meaning it would be like down around 4 or 5 million. I think we're already past that. To me, that's the low mintages in that 5 million.
I think it's going to be a kind of low minute, but Gee's right. We've already hit, but they're not. I don't think they're going to meet the quota that they're supposed to meet for the year.
Yeah, the Silver Eagles from the mid to early 90s, all the way up to I think 97 or under 10, 11 million, with your 94, 5, 6 being the 3 toughest dates, or 3, 4, 5, 6 being the 3 toughest, 4 toughest. So yeah, they're all around that 5 million or less. So yeah.
Well, look at the 97. That's a sleeper.
They're all sleepers. All in the mid 90s, they're all sleepers. Keith is keeping Mike's coin hostage. You know, I might sell it back to you someday.
He's going to wait until I'm laying on my deathbed, and he's going to go, I'm ready to sell it back to you. And that's when I'm going to go.
He's going to die from a heart attack right then, right?
Right there. That's it. It's over with.
I might have to swap that back. You keep wanting that so bad. Then again, though, as long as I have it, it'll be something you'll never get.
Guys, you know what that's going to be like him swapping that back? That's going to be like him moving to Oklahoma, like he keeps saying. It ain't going to happen.
I've been seeing people saying on the internet that Libertads are demanding very high premiums right now. Any truth to that? They have demanded high premiums for the past 5-6 years.
They have.
You can't.
My lovely wife is made me not take. I cannot take Libertads to the show anymore. She wants to keep them all.
You can every once in a while find somebody sleeping and not realizing the premium's high, and you can get a 1 ounce silver Libertad under $100. But I think most silver Libertads right now, believe it or not, are selling in that 100+ range just for about any year, except for the real new stuff because they haven't proven themselves yet. But I'm talking the older stuff in the 80s, 90s, all that stuff. Yeah, $100+ bucks.
Oh, yeah,
here we go. What do you think about the 100th and 1/200th fractional gold coins? Are they worth buying? Bill, depends on the premium. If they're pure gold and it's just a coin, yeah, maybe. But a bit again, depends on the premium over the melt. What say you, Mike?
I've seen the premiums on them, so knowing the premiums I know about them, I'd say no. They're not worth buying because the premiums are too high on them.
Silver Surfer Coins, thank you for the comment, my friend. We really appreciate you. I bought 12 2024 Silver Libertads, $88 each from SD Bullion. They immediately took it down after I bought it because they forgot to raise the premium. The premiums here in the past month have skyrocketed. They could have had that premium at a lower rate because
did they send them to you? Usually they will. They'll send
yeah,
it.
as long as they sent them to you, Silver Surfer, you're good. A lot of those big guys, they will honor what they have on there, but they will immediately change it. I just finally took everything. Silver just keeps jumping all over the place. I just took all my silver.
I took stuff off my website when I realized it was going too cheap.
I just took all mine down because I couldn't, because I don't have a website like Mike. I got to go in and manually change each price. It gets hard. So sometimes I'm too high and other times I'm under melt. So I just took all my bullion related stuff off. My website kind of sucks right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Doug, I was hoping he's going to leave it on. Now I go in there and buy it when you got.
You know how many ounces of silver I sold? I probably sold about 200 or 300 ounces of silver under melt because silver kept going up fast when I couldn't. I finally had.
I thought it was because you was on what diet.
No, it was there too. I was getting hit everywhere, but hey, it is what it is. Joe Gibson says, this is a bad time to trade some silver for gold. I'm very heavy on silver and very little gold. I don't know if it's a bad time. When you're looking 40 to 80 range, I usually say 50 to 70, but historically a 40 to 80 range gold to silver ratio, it can go either way. It depends on which one you want to do. But personally, I don't trade silver for gold. I just buy the one I'm low on. And I stopped buying the other one in my personal stack. What do you think? Is it a good time or bad time to trade gold for silver?
Well, it ain't a bad time to not trade for gold.
No,
I mean, just always remember that when you are trading, your LCS has to make something. So he's not going to trade just even up on the number. He's going to have to make something. That's how he pays his electric bill, his employees if he has them, like we do, and so on and so forth.
Okay, Tommy Stacker. I'm sorry about this, Tommy Stacker. At a coin show this week in 2026, Silver Eagles were selling for 100 each. Spot was 68. It seemed a bit unreasonable. Yeah, that's quite a bit unreasonable right now because I've even lowered the ones I paid 100 for off this guy, right around 100. I've actually lowered them down to 90, and I'm still overpriced.
Holy cow, I had a little show today. This weekend.
Yeah, I need more Silver Eagles, bro.
And I was selling them at 82, and I wasn't hardly selling any.
I know they should be below the 80. The only reason I'm still at 90, I haven't re-upped any orders. But, bring me some Eagles up when you come.
Okay, see, there you go.
Yeah, give me 100 or two. That way I can lower my price. See, I'm ordering shit right online here. Look at this. There we go. Upside down, Coach's Magic again. What is more prevalent? I'm not sure if I'm saying that word right. Prevalent. Yeah. What is more prevalent now with coins? People stacking or people looking at numismatic side of collecting? People are still with the stacking. They're trying to get the cheapest they can, and I get it. But the people that do collecting also are shifting to more of a collecting aspect. So I would say the prevalent item would be numismatics with people that are into both. What do you think?
That's mostly what I sold this weekend was
collectibles. That's what I've been selling a lot of. We've been shifting off of the.
I did buy a real nice patent coin this weekend too.
Nice pattern.
Yeah.
Here we go. J-Dog says, when the 25 Libertad first came out, they were selling them for around 20. I know, right? That's what I'm talking about, overpriced. I remember that. Dang, I shouldn't have sold mine last. You must be talking about Libertads, huh? Keith and Mike. Coin Slayer, what's up, my friend? Try to put question marks in, so I'll definitely won't miss you the next time, Coin Slayer. What is your most interesting customer interaction story? I put a video out about mine. The dude talking about Chuck Norris. Yeah, he's just real hyper guy. He's on one of my got a hat on. I can't think what was it about? I don't even remember. Drinking about some Chuck Norris juice or something. He's talking in the video, but yeah, he's definitely a nice guy, but he's hyper. And I think that was my weirdest interaction. What do you think? What's your most interesting customer interaction story?
Oh God, I got a few of them. We got a guy that comes in every once in a while, and he is so hyper. It's hard for him to sit down, but he wants to keep talking to you. He'll sit down for a minute, start talking to you, and Joel, the guy that was just up here, he knows what kind of office I got. He'd sit in that chair. 5 seconds later, he's jump up, and you got to stay with him because he moves so fast, talking and everything.
Okay, and this is the question I have. So maybe the chat is going to stick around and listen to this. I'm going to ask you, and then I'll answer with my answer to the same question. What is your worst? I mean, you're without a doubt, above all the rest, worst interaction with any customer. Did you have to kick him out or did you not? What's your worst interaction? I've got it.
I actually had a customer when he first started coming in, great guy. But the more he got comfortable, we would have somebody in the office, and I'd lock the door so nobody walks in. So he would lean over the counter. What are you buying now, Mike? What are you doing? And my customers, because we got some elderly people, would start getting nervous because he's a great big guy. I finally told him, I said, listen, and his name was Mike also. I said, Mike, I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think you can come in here anymore. You're scaring my customers because the customers that were selling to me that day, they didn't want to leave until he was gone. They said they was very nervous with him.
My worst interaction involved me, but it also involved my wife. My wife's pretty knowledgeable. She knows stuff. She'll tell you, I know stuff. And he told her to shut her mouth because the only reason she's sitting where she is because she's on me. And I said, get out. I'm just like that. Get out and don't ever come back. That was my worst interaction. That was it. Had no.
Like I said, mine was the one that was scaring the guests. See, the thing is, the guy has started. He started coming to our shop. He never ever bought anything from us. The whole time he's been coming in, and it got to the point it was scaring people.
So yeah, that was my worst interaction. Picked up a 2014 W, $10 gold quarter ounce PF Proof Ultra Cameo with $50 premium. Did I do okay? I think you did.
You did great.
Gold proof, $50 over mil. Very good.
Well, what kind? It was an eagle. Okay, yeah, you did really good.
It was an eagle.
Yeah, I see that now.
Keith, are you sitting on any commemorative silver dollars? No, not really. Not now. I mean, I've got some, but I mean, I'm not sitting on them. But yeah, I can find you some. Just call me tomorrow. You know, I don't open till Wednesday.
You want me to bring you some? I got boxes.
Bring me some extra. Yeah, but I got to sell them close to melt, man. So yeah, I don't know if you can sell them to me or not. Okay, here we go. Volume is not there. It has nothing to do with the price. I just ordered 5 Morgan OVF and 4 1920 Morgan random. I'm not sure, Hermit Camper, what you're talking about. Volume has nothing to do with the price. Volume has a lot to do with the price. Because if I'm not selling enough to pay my bills, I have to charge a teensy bit more premium. But if I'm selling a lot, I can charge less premium. So it does have a little bit to do with the price. Whether it has nothing to do.
I didn't know they made a 1920 Morgan.
What?
It says VF and 4 1920 Morgan.
Morgan OVF and 4 1920 Morgans.
Right.
Herman, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Volume. What are you talking about? Like circulated dollars, or what are you talking about? Because yeah, that volume has a lot to do with price premiums. I mean, it just depends on the store as well, the amount they move, the amount you buy. So yeah, it does have a lot to do with premiums. Oh yeah, and
But he said 1920 Morgans.
guys, this is probably the last Chuck Norris joke I will ever post on here, but I actually, God rest his soul, he just died on the 19th. But here we go. Chuck Norris did not die. He left the earth to go out into the universe.
I believe that.
There you go. That's not really a joke. That's more of a homage to Chuck Norris. So yeah. I remember the ones where he was talking about there's a joke where he could rub 2 ice cubes together and make a fire. Some good Chuck Norris jokes out there.
I believe that one too. Chuck Norris was on fire.
There you go. What non-coin or precious metal related things do you buy at shows? I buy anything that looks different as a precious metal or coin, I guess, collectability to it. I like to buy things that people don't have.
I bought some colonial weekend. My wife asked me, why'd you buy them colonial coins?
I try to buy stuff that you don't see.
Well, I have a bunch in a box, and she says, you don't even sell them. Why are you buying more?
Because you don't see them nowhere.
She said, you probably got the same ones. I said, I don't. I just thought they was neat, and I was buying them, and I thought the price was right.
I go to a show. There's a lot of coins I will and won't buy. I don't normally buy 39 or 37D 3-day buffaloes because a lot of people have them, but I'm more likely to buy like a 14D penny because you don't see as many, or something that's oddball. Because if you don't have it, somebody's probably going to be looking for it. If you know it's there and you've seen them every seldom, somebody's usually buying those coins. When the spot metal, thank you, Doug Shipley. When the spot price of the metals drops, does it cause the value of numismatics to decline? Not always. Depends on the amount of metal in it and the quality of the coin. Like a circulated dollar, yes, it could cause that to drop, but an MS63 or 4, it might not drop right away. Is that about right there, bro?
That's about right.
So, guys, let's touch once more on talking about silver price uncertainty, because it's about time for the show to go, and we do want to talk about Mike's stuff as well. So let's let Mike update us on the new shows coming up, and then we'll come back and talk about a closing remarks on the silver price, what could or couldn't make it go up or down. Go ahead, bro. It's on you.
Okay, guys. Just remember, we are going to be in Dalton, Georgia, about the middle of April. So, guys, if you ain't doing nothing, come on out there and see us. This week, we are heading up to Lansing, Michigan. I don't know of any shows going on this weekend up there. I'm not really going up there for the shows. I'm going up there to set up the one for in July. That is in Lansing, Michigan with the U.S. Mint. Guys, we will be doing the one in June. And that's going to be held at the Ruffin Center, second week of June. If you haven't already booked your hotels, make sure you do. Make sure you let them know that you are there with the coin show so you can get the special rates and so on and so forth. Guys, we're also going to be in October. We will be down in Little Rock, Arkansas. And Sarah Huckabee's supposed to be there. So, guys, hopefully you guys make it out to that one. That's it. Oh, I forgot to talk about Joplin. Guys, we also going to have a show coming up in July in Joplin. I'll be giving them dates here real soon. And don't forget to come out there. And then we also do another one in November in Joplin. Back to you now, Keith.
Are you sure?
No, wait a minute. No.
So, guys, if I missed your comments, because I did get a little bit cut off towards the end, I do apologize. So maybe you can comment on the video afterwards. These chats do stay up. They're not like the auctions. After a few weeks, they become unlisted. So these are up here for however long I'm alive, I guess. But yeah, do leave a comment and re-ask your question. I'll do my best to answer it, or one of the mods may have answered you already. So getting back to things that could make silver go down. What are some of the things you think could make silver go down in price?
Are you asking me?
I am asking you.
guys, not watching this show could make silver go down. There you go.
There you go. Oh, my friend. Oh, God. Guys, that's what could make
We're not
silver
really,
go down?
we're not
is a
really
strong
analysts,
dollar.
guys. There is stuff that could make it go down, but we're not really analysts. So that's why I made that little crack joke. But guys, go ahead. I'll let Keith finish now.
Okay. What makes silver
Silver.
go up? Watching this show. I just had to throw the other side of it. No, but seriously, we are not analysts, but these are some of the things you may want to look for. Do talk with a financial advisor if you are looking to invest into silver or gold. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes. But in my opinion, here we go. What can make silver go down? The dollar gets stronger, the economy. If prices go up too much on the, I guess you could say, goods we buy, that could also make it go up. But on the flip side of that, if prices go up too much, it could also make it go down. This is a crazy time. The president or some world leader of some type can open their mouth and they can make it go up or down. So basically what we're trying to say is do some research. Don't just listen to us because there are so many things out there. Price of oil. Normally when oil goes up, silver goes down, which it did, but now oil's up and it's going back up again. So things are definitely different right now. So do your own research. All we do is we sell gold, silver, and collectible coins on margins. We don't try to predict where it's going. And if anybody ever tells you it's going to $100 tomorrow or a year from now, they don't have a crystal ball. They're just guessing. They're trying to hype you up. So don't fall for the hype. Do your own research. Watch videos, read articles. There are a lot of good companies out there that have a lot of research articles, and I believe Kitco's one of the best, aren't they? I read their news articles a lot. So go there and check them out and maybe check some other people out. Having said that, thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate the shares. We definitely appreciate all the thumbs up. I mean, I just don't know what to say, but except you guys all rock. And as always, you want to say something else, Mike?
I'm letting you finish. All I'm going to just tell them is, as always, keep on stacking.
That's right. Keep on stacking.
There he goes. He's going to put his face up in there. Watch him. He's going to put his face up here.
Because it's fun.
There you go. We got it. See you guys.
Bye, guys.